All she desires is to make her family better.
Yes. Forget about being a graduate.
Japa is all together.
Over a period of 3 years, she has been able to save 7 million naira for herself. Now there's a story about a 27-year-old lady who works, a business administration graduate, who works in a very, very reputable firm in Lagos. And over a period of 3 years, she has been able to save 7 million naira for herself. That's just her savings, okay? 7 million naira within a period of 3 years. Now, she has a dream to change the status of her family, but she has one major concern: the current status of the country. She's concerned about one of two things. Either she sets up a business, all right, here in Nigeria, grow the business and all that while still working with this company, all right, or she processes a visa and travels out of the country and gets a greener pasture over there. She believes so, but she needs your opinion because she doesn't want to make the wrong decision. She has gotten some counsel from friends. It's rosy out there, it's better over there, so just move over and change the story, especially with this drop in naira in comparison to the dollar. What do you think should be her next line of action? Should she stay and invest the 7 million naira and work in this same company and grow her business and still impact her family positively and elevate their level of their standard of living? Of course, not elevate, rather improve their standard of living, or she should japa. I'll be right back. Welcome back. This is Share with Noble, and my name is Valentine Agogo. I'm here on set with Pastor Mrs. Aniza, the welcomer.
Thank you.
And Comrade Augustino Milo.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Okay, let me start with Comrade now. What do you think she should do?
First of all, I think it's a special privilege for somebody to work in a place in Nigeria wherein in 3 months you're able to save 7 million naira.
3 years.
3 years. 3 years. You're able to save 7 million naira. It's a rare thing.
Very rare
in Nigeria, and therefore moving out of the country may not solve her problem.
Okay.
I think the best thing for her to do is to actually study to discover what she can do with money, like extra income yielding a venture.
Yeah.
If she's not the type of a person that can do business, if she doesn't think she can do business, she can invest in shares and all that. I hear people say you can be sleeping and be making money. I don't know how they do it, but so let her look for something that can be giving her money. Shares, she can buy shares, and maybe she wants to establish some businesses that she has responsible people that can help her to run, in her absence, trusted people. She can do that in Nigeria and establish herself. Pending when maybe she will now want to leave the company and take time to manage the business for herself, because there's a limit to which Nigerians can manage your company for you. Otherwise, you just be investing for people to be, lavishing your money. Yes. I'll
come to you quickly because you mentioned something about shares. Yeah. I remember watching a content online where a gentleman, a very popular celebrity, talked about shares his own dad invested for him back over 20-30 years ago, which was meant to be approximately millions. By the time he went to check now, it's 11,000 plus. 11,000 plus. So I'm sure shares is the right line for her to go.
No, if she doesn't monitor it, because shares, you have to monitor also to see when to sell and when to buy. There are some shares that if you buy some shares now, the company is dying, and you notice that there's a pending doom in the company. Then you sell your own and buy from other places. But if you don't watch, when it drops, it keeps dropping, and you are still there because you are paid. No, it's not. So you have to watch it. Yeah. Okay. That's why I say there's nothing like a sleeping money is going. You must be watching your share.
Okay. So for the lady now, a lot of young people have jackpot out of this country. All right. A lot of medical personnel, bank, in fact, a lot of professionals have jackpot, and most of them their testimony is that of good reports.
Yeah.
Okay, they only have good reports. Say it's better over there. They are well paid. They are well taken care of, and all that. So, are you going to like? Are we going to liken this particular lady now to one of similar professionals who might get it rosy over there, or you also believe that she should stay back here in Nigeria and make a better living here in Nigeria? What's your take?
Japa is not altogether bad.
Okay.
But you must make plans. You must be informed enough. What's the profession? What's your qualification? And what is available for you over there?
Okay.
And again, where exactly are you going to? You must be able to know. It's more or less like counting the cost.
Okay.
Get to know when you go there, what are you going to be doing? What kind of business are you going to do? Are you still going to practice your profession? And are jobs available for you? Are you going to do or end up doing menial jobs?
Menial jobs.
So all of those things must be taken into consideration. But like our brother mentioned, being able to save 7 million in 3 years for a Nigerian, working in a company here, it's in fact I applaud her because it's not easy for many people to do that. So she can think of what she will be able to. There are two options. She can think of what she can be able to invest that money in, or she can also take into consideration what it will cost for her to get her visa to whichever country that she intends to go to. The 7 million is quite small.
Okay.
Yes, it's quite small. For instance, if she's thinking of going to the UK and she doesn't have a ready job there, the fare alone will take about maybe 1/4
of that money.
Wow. Yes, and then talk about her accommodation and many other things. So she has to sit down and count the cost, decide on which country will favor her.
Okay.
And then if she has people over there that can truly give her the rightful information that she needs, not just taking a fare and reaching whatever country and believes that it will work overnight. No, it's not altogether rosy in many of these countries. But it's easier for the medical professionals because most of them get a job before they leave. Yes.
Okay.
Yes, but for her, you mentioned that she's an accountant.
Yeah, business administrator.
Okay, business administrator. I don't know whether the jobs are really available for her in whatever country she wants to go to.
Okay, so comrade, what's your advice, your general final advice for her? Because right now there are a lot of, she has seen, probably she has some friends or relatives who have also jackpot.
Yes.
Okay, and all she desires is to make her family better.
Yes.
Okay, how would you advise her? Because I personally, I don't know if I would want to advise her to go into shares. Yeah. Personally, though, all right. So they crumble sometimes, and they even drive some people crazy.
Especially in Nigeria.
Especially in Nigeria. Yes. So she probably had some business ideas. What would you advise her to do?
Yes.
Especially since she still has this job, she has not lost the job.
Yes.
So this same job that got you 7 million in 3 years. Yes. So what do you have to say?
Yes, the business ideas she may have.
Okay.
Don't just assume that you are a graduate. Forget about being a graduate. If you are, for example, from maybe if you are living in Lagos, for example, and there is a business that you have in mind to do, on weekends when you don't go to work, go to Alaba International Market and enroll with a businessman there. Go to the shop and do boy to understand that business very well.
Okay.
If you are around here, in Delta State or anywhere around the east, go to Onitsha and go to anybody that does business and do what ordinary boys are doing, to learn that business. And after learning that, there are some things that your boss, your boy now, the trader, will teach you that you may never learn anywhere in the school.
Yeah.
So when you learn that, then you can go out now and establish, because learning means that the man will be telling you also how you can monitor your business, even when you are not there.
Okay. Finally, you see, with the drop in dollar right now, if she happens to decide that she wants to travel, where she would make maybe to the place somewhere like the United States, US, for instance, and she has the possibility of making $3,000-4,000 monthly, and there is this opening out there for visa lottery. If you go through the right way, if that works out for her, don't you think it's something she should explore than to just remain here, or you still think she should take that step at all or consider it at all?
I never said she shouldn't consider. I just said that it's not altogether rosy. So you have to, count the cost and get informed about where you are going to and what is available in that place. If she's lucky enough to get a visa lottery,
that comes with, of course, a job, yes, and accommodation, yeah, and all that. Yes.
It's good, well and good. She can take that up, but that doesn't mean that she should spend all that she has. She can still be able to establish something in Nigeria or have something running in Nigeria that will still bring income even when she's over there.
Okay. Yeah. All right. So, well, this is as much as we can take for this episode on Share with Noble. Well, I believe you've taken one or two things from my panelists here. It's not altogether rosy over there, so you shouldn't be so overwhelmed with the Japa syndrome. It's best you plan thoroughly and get fully informed about where you want to travel to. Well, not informed about where you want to travel to. It might be United States, it might be the UK, it might be Australia, it might even be Ghana, all right, or South Africa or Dubai, who knows? So just get information about where you want to travel to and what works best for you in that place. Okay, and if you weigh that with where you are right now and what you're making and what you could even possibly make some more, well, the decision is in your hands. Please let us know what you think in the comment section. For those of you who might have similar experiences, or you have successfully jackpot and you want to share some tips with her on how to go about it, please let us know in the comment section. But for others who have jackpot and didn't work out, please leave your advice for her also, so she could learn from your experience and not be in a haste. But it's up to her to make the final decision. All right, please do like, share, drop your comments, of course, and subscribe to this channel. And most importantly, do click on the notification button to get similar prompt updates on Share with Noble.